been running up the stairs so I can make sure that I'm here for you today. What an interesting morning it has been with personalities and various things. I'm glad to be here today. We're talking about flipping the unexpected your direction. Now, if you're new here, please do subscribe. And if you're returning, then it's great to have you back. So, one of the things that comes up a lot here in the channel and in life, right, is all the unexpected things that could come up um, and sort of the way that we manage them. And it's not about judgment, like you should be this way or that way. It's really about what is your foundation in order to be able to respond to the moment. And then we're going to talk about how we're going to flip things. So, the first thing is when things pop up, and they will, mind you, over and over again, meaning you have a plan for how your fertility is going to go and it doesn't work out. Or you have a partner who you think is going to be the one and they don't work out. Or life becomes a little bit more stressful than you expected and blocks or becomes a hiccup or a bump in the road. There will always be unexpected things. There will always be an opportunity in the moment to work from the core, the center of yourself, that deep knowledge and that connection with earth and what is a yes and a no for you. We've talked about that in other videos, I know. But there's something about you being clear that allows whatever unexpected things happen in the moment. This is me checking my receiver because it went out the other day. Allows you to respond and be in clarity on how to flip those unexpected things your way. And what do I mean? Well, I think one of the biggest lessons in life, definitely had a lot of those in the last few years, has been when the unexpected comes, that as humans, definitely me in there. My tripod disappeared. Oh yes, it's in the closet. Got the recording studio going and I've got somebody in the other room, so I can't go in there. How do these things happen? We just had a little bit of drama. So is we have to flip it. We don't have a choice. You know, if there is anything we learned in the last years, hi Muddy Paws, running free, hi. If there's anything that, oh, there's 5 of you in here, that's wonderful. It's so great. 8. Oh, I love it. It just feels like I can feel you in the room with me. It's that when things happen, we can get in those moments, and that's human and that's normal and wonderful, is just let the emotions that are there be in the room. Like, that's not how you wanted it. That's not what was expected, that you had a whole vision, and that's okay. Allow that process. You don't have to be like, da da da, Pollyanna, everything's fine in the world when things happen. 17 of you, hello. Kaya Simmons, hello to you. Hi. You don't have to be happy about what happens. That's the first thing I want to say. Don't pretend to be in a space and a mentality and a response that's not true to you, because that's the channel. If there's one thing that's really clear that I want to say, and I'll keep repeating 100,000 times, is you have got to be you. You have got to be responding to what emotions are real for you, all of it. I never want you to be like happy because when you're not. No. Anna, God bless you too. The universe blesses you, goddess, God, goddess, all those. Thank you. So you always got to come back to self. Like, what is upsetting you so much in the moment? Is it that something that happened unexpectedly is something that you agreed on with your partner or your support team, and now you have to figure the whole thing out again? Okay, that can be it. It can be that things are just not working and you feel really frustrated because you had an idea of how it was going to work. Okay, that happens too. Karchi, this is me 21 and want to marry your daughter. What? Okay, we're just going to move on from that. Am I single? Crazy people, we're talking about fertility. But no, I'm not single. All right. Anyway, it's so good to have you here because when these moments happen and they flip up, look, my face is red. Things like this are so funny. You are going to find the answer. And the main thing is that when things don't work out, it can be painful, and I'm sad and sorry for that. I have been in that deep pain with you on my own, with my partner, with my ideas of things. And sometimes you move out of it quickly and sometimes you don't. Depends on the support that you have within yourself, not just with others. But to flip it, to truly flip it, is about a deep letting go. A deep letting go that you or I actually have all the answers. It can be as well that flipping of realizing that something better is on the way. And if you have had losses, I'm sad and sorry. And mourn those losses, be in that grief, allow it, move through it, and know that something is coming that aligns more. Whether it's the timing, I'm sorry, this is a little Blair Witchy. Let me see if I can do something here. There we go. Yeah, that's my office. You know, everything being in perfect time, when someone says it and you're in pain, it's awful. It's just truly awful. Like, don't say this to me. You know, you had a pregnancy, or you had a plan, you had an idea. There's the timing with your work, your life, your creativity, with your family, if you have one already, or the family that you're inside of. It might feel it's about timing, but time is an illusion, my friend. I was almost 50 when I had my daughter. Forget time. Forget it. I had so many fibroids, people were like, you're irresponsible. Forget it. Flip it. Flip it by finding your center. Flip it by breathing into and allowing the unknown, the unexpected to bring you all that you deserve, because you do. You deserve so much. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. You need this right. MBOT 1984. I need this right now. Thank you for all you do. Right? You're welcome. Well, that was somebody else, but I don't have a name there. There are going to be those moments where you just want to lay in your bed and pull the covers over your head. And you know what? That's okay. Because inside of that, recentering, that coming home to self, that crying, that cathartic releasing and being in what is happening in that unexpected moment, that's where the magic happens. It's not pushing it away. It's not trying to figure it all out and spending hours. I do that all the time when I slip into my moments, especially when I haven't had sleep because there's worry or there's been pain, or it just happens. You slip back into your expectations, which is fine. Expectations are fine, but when there's attachment inside of that, it can be really painful. So that's what I wanted to say today. I had you all here for some moments. I am appreciating that you're here. If you want to flip an unexpected moment, what we talked about was allowing your feelings, being true to who you are and what is coming up, moving forward into what matters most for you in this moment. Tamar Givens, Payne, nice to see you. Hello. I mean, if this is interesting for you all, please do give a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm help other people find us here. Breathing is a great place to start when the unexpected comes up and you want to flip it, because flipping the unexpected from pain, anguish, frustration into something that works for you, that allows your fertility to grow. It's about going from this protection to this, where the cortisol levels float away, and I mean, figuratively, and you get into that space of receiving, and goodness comes your way. Things align in ways you couldn't even imagine. I had things happen. In fact, I haven't told this story. I will tell it one day about, or maybe I have, about how I found one of my magic acupuncturists. I had two. I know that sounds a little excessive, but I will tell you more about that another day. Maybe we could do a video for that. I'm going to put a video out soon. Love the work. Keep trying. Yes, and don't try, do. No, I'm just kidding. But the word trying for me always implies that that it's not going to happen. So whenever I hear like we're trying, and no offense, I'm not trying to micromanage your words. I always think of it not happening somehow. So absolutely keep using your word trying, but I wish for you the intention of just keep doing, keep experimenting, keep being curious, and the trying will be in the background. The trying is just one step, and I believe in what your body can do. Your body has a conversation it's already having with you, and the question is, how are you finding the way to listen, hear, and interpret, translate what it's saying? And it takes a lifetime, and you've been with your body for a lifetime, much longer than anyone else, myself, or doctors, or clinics, or anyone else. You've been with your body. If you've been listening to these videos and watching, then you know that topic comes up a lot. It's the conversation, the trust building, the conversation, I just said that, the communication with your body, and vice versa. The conversations are powerful. Al said, hi, nice to see you. So we're at 11:44. Something about that feels precious. It's, the universal number, and then double the double universal number. So as we're coming up on 12 minutes, I will say goodbye unless you have some questions, because this is also a Q&A time, and I'm happy to answer any questions. It's so hot here on the second floor, as you can see, that I got a little distracted. I like to ask questions along the way, but here we are. We're talking about what's yours. So if there's anything that you want to throw into the chat to ask me about, get thoughts on, or you want me to give some energy to in one way or another, I can also do that, and send energy your way. I love sending energy your way. That's what these lives are about. They're about giving you energy, about reminding you of what you already know, that wisdom within you. It's about reflecting, supporting, and reminding, activating your story, your pregnancy, your fertility that is also wise and waiting for you. That this channel is also about how the world becomes a better place because you are driven and you are on this path. I honestly actually do believe that. I believe that. So if I don't have beautiful words activating your story, it's true. Your story, you're here. I'm a part of your story. You're a part of my story. And if there's a little being that's in your sphere or in your intentions, then there must be a reason for it. There's something that's coming for you that you're intertwined in, that has maybe been there a long time, or maybe it's more recent. Maybe you're going to do it alone. Maybe you do it with somebody. Maybe you do it now. Maybe it's a year from now or a week from now. I don't know. But your story knows, and it's been activated. I wish you a beautifully imperfect, wonderful, fertile, joyful day. If you have any questions, you can always send them to Ariel at agreenbalancedlife.com. That is a very calm space of a website. It's meant just to be a space to land. I have other websites doing other things. I'm 40 and trying for my first. It's a lot harder than I thought it would be. Well, I understand that. I mean, I'm on my knees. I gotta get up. Sorry. That's also a lot harder than I expected. I'm curious what you're doing if you want to share. If not, you can always write me, and I'd be curious what it is that you are doing in your fertility, because I also feel from my own experience and from the experience of working with my clients that sometimes it's harder because there's other things in the room. There can be psychological, emotional, physical. It can be what's happened in the past. It can also be that the way in which you're trying, there's something just a tiny bit misaligned, or that isn't is you. There's something else that you need, or there's something else maybe that your body needs, even if you're getting what you need. If that makes any sense. And that's where that tuning into your body, sort of on a somatic level, just noticing the tiny things that come up, can make a really big difference. And so just keep listening. I especially in those moments before you go to sleep or in the morning when you're waking up, if you can not launch into your day immediately and see what's there, that would be so great. Don't give up. I had my first at 41. Yay! I love that encouragement. See, I mean, I know people who, I mean, myself, I was almost 50. Then I have another friend who was even older. I think she was a year older than me. Then I've told you about my cousin who is 50 and 55. I've met people 54 and and so many different versions. I was watching this kind of silly show on Netflix. Yes, it's one of those things we do sometimes. And, and I forget what was the quote. It was something. It's Geek Girl. I was watching with my daughter, and it was about there is many kinds of models and how they do things as there are people on the planet. And I feel the same way about fertility. There are as many versions of having a baby, getting pregnant, of doing your fertility path as there are humans. And imagine, like, we all there. I've been working with voice lately, and there's so many. It's fascinating to me that there's billions of people on the planet, and not one of us, not even twins, have the exact same voice. Isn't that fascinating? So imagine that that's true for your fertility as well. That your fertility is, in fact, absolutely yours in your way. And no matter what I say or anyone else, your version is going to be different. It's going to have your twist. So sometimes I have in my own past, maybe you too, have those moments where we give way to the experts, and there might be a little twinge of how you need to make it different for you. And so I want to encourage you today, as we come up on 18 minutes soon, to just listen when there's options, or you're moving forward, or you're uh, taking your temperature, or you're looking at the calendar and stressing your partner out, like, we've got to do this now. Or it becomes methodical rather than fun and exciting, or whatever it is that might be a little twinge for you. Permission to do it differently. I put those thermometers and all that crap away at one point. I was just like, I've had enough. I've had enough. I went and I had a great time. I let go, and we went to the film festival in Karlovy Vary. And that's the weekend we got pregnant. It was the letting go. It was letting go of the ideas of the how it was supposed to be, and all the tensions of the trying. Oof, I find that to be the worst part, personally. So you have been so wonderful being here, supporting each other, and put a little thumbs up in there if this has been interesting for you. Pass it along if there's somebody who you think needs this, or hang on to it for the moments you need it. I'm going to be back here. I think I said July 12th at 12. So that's a Friday at 12 o'clock. I'm going to try that time. And if it's not as popular as this 1:30 crazy time, then I will do that again. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Mbot 1984. Thank you too. Thank you for El Cid, thumbs up. Thank you. You taking time for you, even just right now, this is your time. This is your time, and I honor that time just by reminding you of all you're doing right. We focus so much on what we could do better, or what's not enough, or the food's not perfect, or all the other things. You're doing a lot of things right, and one of them was showing up here today. So as you leave this call, I encourage you to think about another way that you'd like to show up for yourself in the way that aligns and works for you. in this next month. And if you are here and you want a little bit more, there's some things in the description. There's a meditation and some other things. Slowly over this summer and next month, I'll offer some other things. There's the fertility circle, blah, da, da. There's all kinds of ways. Or you just keep showing up here, and I'm happy to give to you. Hey, nice to see you. Salohidin, I'm not going to say that. Salohidin Shukurov. Nice to see you. This is your journey, and you get to decide all the goodness of what is there for you. And I wish you the very best today. And if there are any last questions, I'm here. I do not understand that. I'm afraid I don't have they don't give us a translator. And I do not understand those particular words, but thank you. Is that Russian maybe? I know Czech. All right. All right. Well, it's 21:11 and this time is yours. So maybe take a couple of minutes now, and if you have a moment to write somewhere where you won't lose it, something that you would like to do as your intention, or you can share here if you'd like to, or send it to me at ariel@agreenbalancelife.com. Let me know, what is your intention between now and next time, if something comes now, or if you need more time. Otherwise, a thumbs up here in the algorithm, and I will wish you a good day. All right. I am going to turn it off at 22 because I love that number, and I want to send that energy out to you. And just keep being you. And I wish you the best of the best, because that's what you deserve. I'm Coach Ariel Anderson, wishing you well on this journey.